After finishing speaking, she said to Elaine again, "Mom, don't embarrass Dad. He doesn't spend much money. Now he wants to treat some guests. Why do you have to confront him?" Elaine said, "I still want to save some money for the family. 20,000 for a meal is beyond our family means." After that, she glared at Jacob and said, "You have to give this money today, or you have to give it even if you don't." Claire didn't know what Elaine thought. So she opened her mouth and said, "Mom, don't embarrass Dad. Isn't it 10,000? I'll give it to you." "Okay." Elaine immediately said excitedly, "Then transfer it to me on WeChat." Claire nodded, took out her mobile phone, and transferred 10,000 to Elaine. Elaine opened WeChat and clicked to receive the payment. After receiving the money, she grinned. After that, she immediately said in a group of 5, "Sisters, I'm going joning in the afternoon too." Someone in the group asked, "Hey, didn't you say something in the morning?" Elaine hurriedly replied, "I was going to go shopping, but my leg hurts a bit. If I don't want to go, I should go to the beauty salon to do facials and relax." Claire sighed helplessly when seeing her mother's eyes open. She didn't know that her mother had already lost all the family's savings. At this moment, Charlie's mobile phone on the desktop suddenly shook. It was Warnia who called. Charlie picked up the phone to answer and heard Warnia's gentle and pleasant voice. "Mr. Wade, I will be at your house in 10 minutes. When will it be convenient for you?" Charlie said, "Wait for a while. When the family finishes breakfast, I will come down after finishing the dishes." "Well, then I am waiting for you at the gate of the community." Warnia couldn't help feeling a little distressed when she heard Charlie's answer. Mr. Wade is such a perfect man, he still needs to clean up the dishes at home? This is simply an insult to him. She couldn't help thinking in her heart that if Mr. Wade was with her, she wouldn't let him do any housework. After all, a man should go abroad to fight the world and be served meticulously by his wife when he returns home. How can he do housework at home? On the one hand, she felt strongly worthless for Charlie, and on the other hand, she was eager to be the woman who served Charlie at home. Charlie hung up the phone, and Claire said, "Charlie, is your friend here to pick you up?" "Right." Charlie nodded, and said, "My friend's granddaughter just came over to pick me up." Claire hummed, without thinking about it, and said, "Then, you go and I will clean up the dishes and chopsticks. Don't let them wait too long." Charlie hurriedly said, "It is okay, wife, let her wait a while, I will leave after finishing packing." Claire hurriedly pushed him, and said, "Oh, let me take it. If you have anything to go, don't keep them waiting long." Seeing Claire's insistence, Charlie nodded and said, "That's okay, you have worked so hard, wife, I'll go now." "Go." Claire replied and asked him, "Since you are going to a friend's birthday banquet, are you ready with gifts?" Charlie snorted and said, "I'm ready." Claire hurriedly asked, "What gift are you preparing? Don't be too petty and dissatisfying." Charlie smiled slightly and said, "I have prepared a little something that I made by myself. It is polite and affectionate. My friend doesn't care about money, and I believe he will like it very much." "That's good." Claire nodded and said with a smile, "If this is the case, then you go quickly." "Okay." Charlie got up and put on an ordinary coat, said goodbye to Claire and his father-in-law, and went straight out of the house. As soon as Charlie left, Elaine put down her mobile phone on her back, and said to Claire with a serious face, "Claire, why are you getting used to Charlie now? What's the use of his waste besides doing housework? I usually want him to do more housework. Is it not okay for you to even let him do the housework?" Claire hurriedly said, "Mom, if Charlie has something to do, let him go. I will take care of things like cleaning up the bowls and chopsticks. I will do it later. It's no big deal." Elaine blurted out, "That's not what I said. This man is just like raising a dog. If you restrict him from beginning to end, he will not dare to poop and pee at home, go to bed, or bite on furniture. He will wag tail when he sees you." As he said, Elaine said very solemnly, but if you relax a little bit of discipline, it will not only push your nose to your face, maybe someday will bite you back. Look at your dad who asked me to discipline over the years. Is he not obedient? When Jacob heard this, his expression was so ugly, he cursed in his heart, D*mn it. You, the stinky lady, treat me like a dog? However, Jacob also dared not say anything to her, and could only endure what he was upset about. Claire glanced at her father sympathetically, and said helplessly, "Mom, I cleaned up the dishes and going out." After speaking, she ignored Elaine, took the bowls and chopsticks into the kitchen. Through the kitchen window of Claire's house just happened to be able to see the entrance of the community, so she was washing the dishes, while subconsciously looking out the window, she saw her husband Charlie, walking outside the door. Charlie didn't know that his wife Claire was looking at him from the kitchen. When he came outside the gate of the community, he saw a red Rolls-Royce Phantom parked at the gate of the community. Immediately afterwards, a woman with noble temperament, beautiful face and slender legs emerged from the car. This woman was the eldest lady of the Song family, Warnya.